I've got a name.
I'm going to do his name for him.
No, I've got a name.
Mute his mic.
No.
Are we recording him? Oh, I'll go.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you lend an ear?
Send your text. You didn't want to join in. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Meandering Movie Podcast. I'm Gary Copeland, and on his phone, being a rude bastard, is the rude bastard Gavin.
You said that I was to be on my phone. I wanted to do my
Send
name.
your text.
I'm sending the text.
Send it.
But I'm also doing my name.
Send it. It's too late. Your name's gone. This is the Meandering Movie Podcast, and in this
I
episode,
hate you so much.
we are going to be talking about which movie universe would be the best movie universe to live in.
That is the episode. I'm still sending my text. Are you upset that I'm sending my text? Because you told me to send a text.
I think The Truman Show.
Why would you want to live in the Truman Show? You basically live in a universe where prostitution, forced labor, slavery, and just have entertainment trumps all, because trumps everything.
But
Just like this world, you know?
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, though.
There you go. There's my
Ed Harris is he's basically playing like Jean. What's his name?
Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek.
No, not Jean-Luc Picard. The
Jean Valjean
the
from
the Fifth Element director,
Luc Besson.
Luc Besson. He's kind of just playing him, isn't he?
Is he?
I thought he was.
I thought he was playing more like a. I can't remember.
Wurzug.
A what?
What's that guy's?
Wurzel Gummidge?
No, not Wurzel Gummidge.
Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog.
Werner
Thank you.
Herzog.
See?
I
Yeah, he's
love
kind of
Werner
just playing
Herzog.
a Werner Herzog.
He's a fucking
man obsessed with his art
absolute
character.
madman, and I love him.
But the Truman Show would be terrible.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. Imagine, because I know we live in a universe
though?
with the Truman Show. Because we live in a universe with the Truman Show, right? Now, the moment...
You're
if you-
assuming that you are Truman.
Well, effectively, yeah. Like, if you live in the Truman
That's
universe...
one person out of...
You live in the Truman universe. You live in a universe where you knowingly live in a universe where there's a baby. That baby got either sold or kidnapped. I don't know. Where did the Truman baby come from?
He was just born into that universe.
No, but yeah, but why does the mega corporation have the Truman baby?
Did they purchase him?
That's fucked.
Or maybe they made him.
Well, then who made him? The Truman parents? So are there two parents in the Truman universe that...
Yeah, there was like the whole bit about like his
Also-
birth was on TV and stuff. And
Yeah,
all this kind of
exactly.
thing.
So that baby got sold before it was even a baby. I don't want to live in that universe. I don't live in the universe where it's not explained. So maybe me and Hannah, we choose to have a baby, and then
Congratulations.
say 8 months in, Hannah's ripe, ready to burst.
Please don't ever use the word ripe when it comes to your pregnant
Well,
girlfriend.
I'm just saying, that's how it is. They're good adjectives for a pregnant woman. Ballooning is another one.
This is going
If you ever
down
see a pregnant woman, you look like you're ballooning well. Go down a treat, I promise.
I can't wait to pop you and make farty noises. I mean, that's kind of what most pregnant people do, shit themselves when they have a baby. So there's going to be some farting noises.
Right. So 8 months in, Hannah's about to burst, and then this Ed Harris motherfucker with a Kangol hat, I assume, knocks down my door. Kapoof.
No, he had someone else knocked on the door, and he walks in after the door's been knocked
Yeah.
down, and he goes, "Mr. Gary Copeland, I'm here to collect your child."
I'm here for the baby. What are you talking about? I don't want. This is my baby. He's like, no, it's gonna be the greatest TV star in the whole world. I'm gonna live in the moon. The kid's not gonna fucking know it. We made a whole like continent for the baby.
We even went to the effort of having the
Technically
sea.
just a city.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty, but it's a big city. You can see it from space.
True.
I mean, there's fake cities in Japan and stuff like that, isn't there?
Are there?
Isn't it like things where they've built cities but then just abandoned them because they couldn't figure out the plumbing and all that kind of shit? And now there's just these
Really?
entirely built cities that are just left
There's a
abandoned.
transformer that turns into a city, and I've always wondered if I walked into the transformer when he was disguised as a city, is he full of transformer people who are just automatically going around their day, or is he just barren? Is he just an empty city?
Also, what part of the
What's
city
more terrifying?
is his crotch?
the
Dundee.
Yay! The local primary school in Dundee.
These kids are crabs. Ah! Get them off me. But yeah, so then if you want to go further down this Transformers line, say I find this empty, full-on, sprawling metropolis, and I ring all my mates, and I'm like, hey guys, I just found an empty city. We can just come
Hang out
in
here.
have a fucking great one, right? We can just trash the place. When we're done, head back to Scotland. So we do that, and then let's say we live there for like 30 years. We have a bit like Lord of the Flies, and we have no, not Lord of the Flies.
No, that was an island.
That's also.
And I went real dark real quick.
Yeah, no, not Lord of. What's the one? The Robinson Crusoe. They have like a happy life there, don't they?
Yeah, but don't they get like terrorized by? They get terrorized by something. Everyone gets terrorized by something at some point.
What's a film?
That's a bit bleak. Christ.
I had some terrible night terrors last night.
What's a film where they go and they live in a civilization, and then that civilization turns into a utopia?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. We Planets of the Ape, this giant city.
That's not true. at all,
Transformer City, and then one day Transformer City's command center gets a beacon. Boop, 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 Optimus Prime, Autobots, I need you. Come to the nearest gas moon, and he just goes.
It's a solid Optimus Prime impression. By
Thank
the
you,
way.
thank you. And then I don't even
It
know.
got me hard.
I don't know what the name of the city is. I should look into it. But then the Transformer just goes. We dead. We smushed in the tiny crevices and gears and metal components of this
But-
Transformer.
Did you have a good life before you got crushed into the?
I mean,
gears?
I had a great 30 years,
then it's
but the
fine.
kids didn't.
Fuck the kids.
And then
Who gives a fuck about?
camera pans out. Ed Harris goes, ha 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 ha. That was the show, ladies and gentlemen. Transformer City blast into space.
Here's a
Final
question.
episode of the Gary Show.
So Ed Harris was living in the moon, but who was living in the sun?
The baby from the Teletubbies.
I was thinking the baby from the Teletubbies. When I was asked the question, I was thinking about the baby from the Teletubbies.
That's the second point of why the Truman Show would be a fucking terrible place to live. Because they were kind to Truman, right? They were good to him. They just let
Yeah.
him think he had a normal life, and he didn't know any better. But that's my point. He didn't know any better. They could have fucked with Truman. Truman could have grown up thinking, every time I sneeze, the nearest person to me dies. And I just have to live my life holding in every sneeze. So you'd have full episodes where he's like, and then they're all looking at him going, what is it, Truman? Got to sneeze? Got to sneeze, Truman? And he's like, no, please don't make me sneeze again. One of you will die. Because he wouldn't know, because they're all actors. They just pretend to fucking die. There's like a million things they could have done to Truman. It's fucked. Because they own him.
So your problem is the Truman Show didn't go dark enough.
No, because in the film it's all great. It's all fine and dandy. Jim Carrey chews up the scenery, has a great one. But in real life, in our society, Truman
Very
Show
Black Mirror, yeah.
would be a shit one. Because it wouldn't just be watching.
I mean, there's that episode of Black Mirror called White Bear or something, where like there's that
Spoilers.
I mean, it's season 1, so if you haven't fuck anyone at that point, where the woman had like played a part in killing the kid, so they just put in a kind of
wipe a
theme
memory.
park show of just torturing her
Yeah,
on
there
a
we
daily
go.
basis.
Truman's a murderer. That's why he's there.
Oh.
But they bought him as a baby.
What if his mum and dad were both like horrendous serial killers and he thought, well, he might be one as well, so let's just chuck him in this TV show and like.
I mean, serial killing is genetic. We all know that.
You know, I mean, this is a universe where they'll just steal a baby and put it in a TV show.
Hey, Alan Bundy, your dad was a bit of a prick, right? Oh, yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Yeah, we know you feel sorry, but we just don't want to risk it.
Yeah, let's just chuck you in a TV show.
So if you want to just go into this room, it looks like a shower. That's actually a gas chamber.
well, you went.
Oh, shit. Shouldn't have told you that. Sorry. It's first day on the job. Sorry, Alan. But all the same, we are going to ask you to go into the gas chamber.
What? But then what if he goes into the gas chamber, door closes, and it's like, well, I guess I had a good life. And then another door opens, and he walks into the Truman world and lives there with a bunch of actors trained in karate, just in case he does become a serial killer. They can karate him away.
There's a question for you. Would you rather live in a universe if you did
Where
something
karate
terrible?
didn't exist or did exist? I'm going to choose did. I love karate.
Would you rather live in a universe where every time you did something terrible, or anyone did something terrible, rather than the prison system we have, they get put into a fake world where they have to live their life, but it's all kind of fucked. It's all a bit different. Like everyone knows karate.
And everyone knows all the guards know karate. Why don't all prison guards know karate?
But all bananas are actually knives.
Yeah, something like that.
Like pears are actually grenades.
Right, just steal my idea then, God.
Yeah, but a grenade's cooler than a knife.
Not a curved yellow knife. Banana knife.
Yeah, but if I put a grenade up your bum or a knife up your bum,
Keep putting pears up my ass.
I mean, I don't know what you do in your weekends.
Have you ever heard of figging?
No.
Figging
What's
is where you
figging?
put some raw peeled ginger up your
rectum.
Up your rectum.
Oh, we're in sync today, Gary.
Just to experience the sort of burning sensation of it.
Why not just put like?
Why not call that gingering?
Why not?
It's also called gingering as well. It's to do with. It used to be called figging, right?
Because imagine walking into that party and there's a bunch of people just putting ginger up their ass, and you go, "Whoa, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh, we're gingering." "Oh, well, I'm not into that." Don't worry. Do you want to try figging? I guess
Why would-
figging sounds not as
why would
bad.
you put a-
Ah!
It's because they used to like fig horses. Is what they would put ginger up a horse's arse to make its tail stand up better, to make it look better.
But why wouldn't we just do? If we're gonna do
Yeah.
figging, why don't we put figs up our bum, and then call it gingering? But then gingering could be like, seems like you're just kind of like noncing around.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really want to put figs or ginger up my bum.
I mean, there's that other thing. You know that you've got like a muscle cramp and you put that heat cream on it.
Deep heat.
There's people that put that on their penis, and then just have like.
One time I cleaned with the herbal. What was it stuff? That herbal
I
mint
know where you're going.
mint
with
tree tea stuff.
it. Yeah, and it's like really pepperminty.
See, I'm all about that.
No, it burns in a
No,
way that I don't want.
So dude, they've reduced it. They've
Oh,
reduced
the extra strong one, yeah.
No, and even that's not. I remember when that first came out, I had that, and everyone was the same. Everyone went, "No, it's not even enjoyable. It's just tingling for far too long."
Let's all share. So I had that stuff, and I was having a shower, and I put that on, and it started to have its reaction like it did, and I went, "This can't be right. I think I'm having like an all over body.
It's
like,
about to fall off.
I'm just like, ah! I'm just like, what's happening?
Mom,
I was just like, help me! And then I got out and I was tailing off and it was still hurting and I was just kind of like hobbled out of the bathroom, just like, this isn't good. Like I'm in trouble. Like, and then
you walk into the kitchen and your mom goes, "What is it?" And you go, "I use that mint tree tea stuff. My balls are about to fall off." And then she holds it up towards an unseen camera and goes, "Mint tree shower gel for all of your minty body needs." And you're just standing there going, "Mom,
help!
because you know what? If
Blood
you lived
starts
in the
coming out of
Truman
my eyes.
universe, you would think
The
that's normal.
Trumaverse, if you will.
The Trumaverse. You'd think that's normal. You would constantly, you would be sitting there and everyone, during there, because they don't have the ad breaks, they've just got the wife holds up the hot chocolate and then she does a little spiel. If you were Truman, you'd be sitting in school and you'd go, "That's really weird. That seems to happen pretty frequently. I should probably be doing that." So you'd be sitting there and your teacher would be doing maths and then you'd stand up and go, "HB pencils, the best pencils in the world. You can write and you can also use them on any substance." And you'd look nowhere and your teacher, who is an actor, would look at you and think, "Wait,
Is he learning?
has he figured it out? What do I do? How do I react to this?"
You improvise.
Fire alarm.
What?
But they're terrible improvisers.
But that's because at all times they are worried that they might have to enact karate, and when they do, all
Whip out
hell
the
breaks
banana
loose.
knives and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, there's banana knives, there's pear grenades, there's
Figging.
pepperminty shit on your dick,
Just figging nights.
and when you sneeze, people die. This is like a nightmare
I
world.
agree.
We've created a nightmare world.
But they could have done
Let's
that.
bring it to another level. What if one day Truman's just sitting there, typing away on his wee computer, and then the computer starts talking to him about a white rabbit, and then next minute he gets sucked out of there into a machine world where Morpheus picks him up, and he has to do kung fu. It all comes back around to kung fu.
That's it. Truman, yep. You've somehow tied the Truman Show and the first Matrix film into some... What was your other god-awful amalgamation of awful films? Waterworld and...
Mad Max.
Stop-
I'm sorry.
Stop
but
it.
For anyone who remembers that brilliant pitch for a movie, George Miller and the man who directed Waterworld, probably dead by now, because
I thought you were about to say George Miller has been in touch.
Oh, that'd be amazing. And he's here on the phone. Say hi, George. Hi.
Hi.
I'm saying that Mad Max Waterworld connection movie I came up with, genius. Get on it, Warner Brothers.
Terrible.
Genius.
But yeah, Truman Show would be a fucking awful place to live. I mean, I know we went to the extremes of it, but there's nothing to say that once Truman breaks out, it's all coming back to me now. Come back to me. I had more ideas. Once Truman breaks out, drives his boat into the wall of the city, whatever, and then Harris loses his shit, and he's all like, "Oh God, my endorsements, I'm Ed Harris." There's nothing stopping him from just buying another baby. He's got his town pre-made now.
Let's be honest, if The Truman Show was made in 2019, the post-credit scene would have been Ed Harris walking into a room full of babies going, number 3 now, and then they'll take number 3, chuck it into Truman World 2, which is
The
set in
Trumiverse
Russia,
2.0.
and they just start all over again.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
It's like somewhere between the Hunger Games and the Good Place.
It's just what
With a wee bit of Black Mirror just kind of thrown on top.
Yeah, I straight up, living in the Truman universe would be awful for all those reasons. Just stated. There you go.
But
Now, shall we talk about what this episode was meant to be?
what universe would you like to live in?
I don't know. I feel like we could continue going on shit universes, or we can change it up to what we're meant to be doing.
I mean, we have the intention of talking about what the best universe to live in is, but we're both just going to go to the bad parts in the end.
I mean, it's true.
So let's just start nice.
I do have
and
the
end
best one
horribly.
though. I figured it out.
Do you want to?
I'm saving it.
Oh, you're saving it.
It's gonna be my last
'Cause
one of the day.
I think I've figured it out. What is the best movie universe to live in?
Go on then.
And it's kind of going off what Audio Boy said before we started recording. And I thought about this last night while extremely drunk. Is the best movie universe to live in would be the Jaws universe.
What are you talking about?
Because
how on earth would that be a good universe?
Because if you just don't go into the sea, you just live your life. Done. So we just wall off the seas.
No, wait.
Because we don't really need the sea. The sea is a terrible, horrible place.
Because Jaws 4 or Jaws 3D.
Don't forget the D. Never forget the D.
One of them,
ladies.
The shark starts hunting the family down.
But if we wall off the seas,
Audio Boys, yeah,
it's true. The shark has a vendetta.
We wall off the seas.
We wall off all of the seas. This is a great idea. We wall off all of the seas because, again, we don't need the sea. The sea is a dark, horrible. It's a dark, horrible place that nothing good comes from. Like, for example, sharks. So we wall off the seas,
Jaws.
Live on land, and enjoy what everyone does love to enjoy: lakes, which are.
No, because in this universe, Jaws 3D or Jaws 4, or maybe both of them, are they the same shark? Was it one shark?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I feel like it was 4
I
different.
just know
No, because it can't be, because the shark keeps dying. They kill the shark in the first one.
Oh yeah, blow it up.
And I'm pretty sure they kill the shark in the second one.
The second one isn't the second one related to the shark that was in the first
It's
one?
a kid. I'm sure it's the kid of.
Or a mother of the shark.
Is the shark in Jaws 2 called Inigo Montoya?
I am Inigo Montoya. You killed my mother shark.
Yeah.
Prepare to die.
He's also got a big pufferfish voiced by Andre the Giant. It's a great film.
And at one point...
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of Princess Bride.
The Princess Jaws.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
See, that'd be a great universe to live in, the Princess Bride universe.
Why?
Because-
Why?
Because, again, we wall off the seas and we just hang out and have sword fights.
Wait, yeah, we can't. Wait. So let's talk about the Jaws universe. Jaws 1's dead. Now,
Spoilers.
I agree. First Jaws wouldn't be a bad universe to live in, but there's not just one Jaws film. There are 4. And continuing down the line, these sharks ain't just sharks. They are Samuel Jackson eating brainy
That's Deep Blue Sea.
motherfucking
Don't bring
Deep Blue Sea type shark. They are. That's basically what's happened.
Are we
Deep
bringing-
Deep Blue Sea and the Jaws universe are the same one.
I was going to say, do we bring them together and just make it
That's it.
Yes.
Deep Blue Sea
Did
is
you see they
happening.
did a second Deep Blue Sea?
No.
They did a second Deep Blue Sea, and I watched the trailer, and it's even dumber than the first one.
What was the first Deep Blue Sea? See, first Deep Blue Sea was they were making sharks intelligent.
They were like, yeah,
I'm sure that's
no,
the
they were
whole plot.
I think they were trying to control sharks and use them as like kind of like.
But then they make them more intelligent. They
But
increase
yeah, by
their brain
doing
power.
that, they made them more intelligent because there was like a
terrible.
there was a
idea.
dominant one that could control the other ones, and then they kind of like and then LL Cool J did something.
It's the same kind of thing.
That's all I have. LL Cool J
LL
did
Cool
something.
J in Deep Blue Sea comes up with a recipe for the perfect omelette. I want to say.
Yeah.
I remember that bit.
Is it he that hides inside an oven and then the shark turns the oven on when he's in it?
What? I do not remember.
There's like
that.
a pizza oven, and he gets either he or someone gets put inside the pizza oven, and then the shark turns it on because it's starting to flood, and that's the only place you can
Hey
hide.
family, I found a human in the pizza oven.
Yeah,
Stupid man doesn't think I know how to make a pizza.
I make a wonderful pizza man.
I make a wonderful man a pizza.
And then
These Italian sharks living out in the Italian
their
Ocean.
big dirty mustaches. They're always wet and soggy and flopping.
Right. So that's happening out in the ocean. Sam Jackson's making smart sharks. Also dumb. You want to talk about that? Hey, government official Gavin. I got an idea. You know those horrendously vicious animals that can tear us limb from limb?
Are you talking about the local park swans?
No, I'm talking about more teeth. It's got more. Bears. I'm doing bears. You know bears?
I know bears.
So imagine a bear.
In the gay community, they're big burly men that are hairy.
No, I'm talking about the animal community.
Oh, the animal. Okay.
Those ones, the worst ones. Not the bears you're talking
When I'm
about.
not doing my government official job, I'm always hanging out with bears.
Bears. Yeah, I want to just give them human level intelligence. So I know that they kill us on the regular now, and they eat us because they're vicious animals. But
I'm just getting into my character here of Toby. And Toby wants to know, as the government official who enjoys bears, do bears, the animal, not the men, because I know the men eat people, nosh on the old sausage if you catch my drift. But this is Toby speaking, not me. But do
How did
I?
this man get this man is an elected government official.
I'm an elected government official.
yeah, you and Toby seem pretty similar.
No.
Thank you, Scribe. Audio Scribe.
Toby just wants to know: do animal bears eat people?
Yeah, it's one of the three
can
food
maul
groups
people.
they eat.
Yeah, they maul them,
Honey-
but they don't like eat them.
Honey, people, and I assume prickly pawpaws.
So did Winnie the
Bears are more
Pooh?
deadly than sharks, by the way.
Did Winnie the Pooh
Fun fact.
kill
There
a
you
man
go.
and steal his T-shirt?
Where else do you think he got the shirt
Yeah.
from?
He didn't get it from Christopher Robin.
And
I thought you were about to say Christopher Reeves. I thought that's a weird like. Why does Superman give him a red T-shirt?
Winnie the Pooh is also not human level intelligence. He's got the intelligence of like sloth from
a
the Goonies.
sponge.
Yeah, he's not up there. So and he's doing okay. So you give him mine or your level intelligence. Soon you're gonna have bears wearing.
It's not that much more, to be honest.
I'm smarter than sloth from the Goonies. I love more than Baby Ruth.
You baked cakes today. Sloth couldn't
Hey,
do that.
you guys.
Do you know Audio Boy only just saw the Goonies this year, thanks to me.
See,
It was last year.
here's gonna be an
Was that
unpopular
last year?
one.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what day is it?
The Goonies is okay.
I'll fucking glass you.
Yeah, it's the unpopular
Would
opinion.
you live in the Goonies world?
Well, that is literally just the normal world, except if you're lucky, you might find a pirate ship.
With a bunch of
Yeah.
gold.
Actually, no, wait. Actually, yeah, let's do the Goonies. Wait, no, wait. Goonies is next on the list then. We're going back.
But
Jaws.
The Jaws.
Jaws is a terrible universe to live in because we're now assuming
wait,
Deep
what
Blue
happened,
Sea.
what happened to the bears? Toby wants to know about the bears.
Well, the bears. Right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was the Jaws.
Yeah, the bears are part of the Jaws.
This is a mess.
The Bears were to prove a point, right?
The Bears were to prove.
Do you know
point. So hey, Toby, yeah, you know you're looking to spend some money on science type things.
Yeah, I've got like a wee grant that I'm looking to just not a wee boy, but like money, and
Cool.
I just want to like.
Well, we reckon that by giving bears human level intelligence, we can weaponize them and use them to murder folk.
Wait, what's the name of your character?
Gary?
Sebastian. Okay, Sebastian.
Okay.
Didn't you just recently watch the groundbreaking piece of cinema that is still the best film ever made called Jurassic World, where they tried to weaponize dinosaurs and it didn't work? Did you see that, Sebastian?
Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom.
I mean, in
Give
Jurassic
it its
World,
full title.
in Jurassic World, the first one, remember they tried to make weaponized velociraptors?
Yeah, so
and,
instead they walled it off.
Yeah.
and Vincent
They
D'Onofrio
walled
was
it
just
off,
like,
and what happened? It got out.
Gets out.
but the shark
Can't
isn't
wall it
going to
off.
get over the wall if
Any-
we build it
Yeah,
high
yeah,
enough.
yeah. I've seen Jurassic World. What's your point? That's a film. This is real life.
It didn't work. So
Yeah,
why
but
is
no,
it going to work with bears?
Because we're not just going to get a bunch of bears and weaponize them. We're giving them human level intelligence. So the bear's going to listen. They're going to be able to have a conversation. Me and the bears, and I'm going to say, "Hey, bears, go kill."
You're all right, love. The bear
That's the
speaking,
bear?
apparently.
Why is the bear from north
Bear?
of England?
I
From
want
Bolton.
you. I
He's
want
from
you to kill Fidel Castro. Is he still kicking about? Is he dead
No,
yet?
he's dead. He's well dead.
Well, let's rewind 10 years. This conversation's happening now. I want you to kill Fidel Castro. Northern
Mr.
Bears.
Castro, chop off his head.
Yep. There you go. That's
Why-
what's going to happen.
I
Job
get,
done, lad.
I get the characterization of Toby and Sebastian. I feel we've really fleshed them out and I understand them. But I don't understand the character of Bear from Bolton.
Bolton Bear. It's Bolton Bear.
He's my human level intelligence bear.
But why is he from Bolton?
Well, we
Of
had
all
we,
the places
We have
you
to
could
find
choose.
someone willing.
We had a
to-
Bolton
to
engineer on the
give their
team.
brain.
He just took the bear.
Is that what we did?
Yeah.
Is that how we gave them the human intelligence? Oh, okay, yeah.
Volunteers required.
Oh,
for
that's a great idea for a movie. We're stealing
Right,
brains from
yeah.
human beings and putting them in bears.
Is that a?
But then why would let's not steal the brain of engineer
Why don't we steal
Bolton
the
man?
bodies bears and put our? That's the same thing.
This is getting very behold the coagula. No.
What we do?
Coagula.
Remember in like RoboCop when they're like, "Hey, we want to have a,
Terrible
a,
universe to live in.
a robotic cop." Yeah, terrible. Especially the newest one when it's like dictatorship. But they want to put a human man in a robot suit, and so instead of that, we put Marines' brains in bears, and then we have an army of bears trained in marine tactics.
Yeah, there you go. I'm up for that, and also give them robot augmentations as well. Because
It's like
why
Pacific
the fuck
Rim,
not?
but bears.
Here you
To
go.
fight off the sharks that are coming over the walls, because in the Pacific Rim they build walls, but
There's
soon
a
they
world
break
of the
through the
seas.
walls. So then we have bears fight sharks, but the bears have human level intelligence. This is Asylum Studios is going to buy this idea up in no time.
Right.
Can you tell that Gavin can't swim?
This is a true fact. Gavin cannot swim.
Right. Wait.
Another reason why I'm safe in the Jaws universe, because I don't go into the water.
No. Because you said you'd hang out at lakes, and what my point was going to be, way long ago. What my point was going to be, is that in Jaws 3D or 4,
Never forget the D.
the sharks learn to hunt the families down. So if you're chilling out in your lake, you're just at the end of the jetty, feet in the water, just kicking them, having a little paddle because you can't swim, can't go all the way in, but you're just feeling safe on the pier going in, and then all of a sudden, you're in, you're dead, you've been
Yeah, but
eaten by
that
a
would
shark.
suggest that much like the film Free Willy, a family took the shark, put it on a trailer, drove it across land while hosing it down, put it into
Yep.
the lake where it knew I was going to be, and then attacked me while I was enjoying myself at the lake, maybe having a wee ice cream.
Or the shark got in, maybe it got sucked up
How
in
the
a
fuck does a shark get into a lake?
multiple ways.
Your idea is silly. My idea is smart and makes sense.
Have you ever seen, speaking of sharks killing folk, have you ever seen Ghost Shark?
No.
Now, there's a film we're going to have to do one of our
Commentaries on.
commentaries on because, oh boy, that film is phenomenally good. Basically, like Jaws, a shark decides to hunt down and kill a bunch of people, but it dies pretty early on. Now, most sharks would give up at that. They'd say, if I had enough of that, I'm going to head off to the shark afterlife, eat some little fishies. I don't know what sharks do. Play poker?
Oh, I want, like, you know that picture you see with the dogs sitting around playing
Bunch of
poker?
sharks.
I want a picture of just
I
sharks.
mean, they did that in Shark Tale.
Did they?
Yeah.
It's done, mate.
We should do a commentary in Shark Tale as well.
Didn't need to be in underwater. Didn't need to be anything to do with fish. That film. I don't understand why.
I don't
they
understand. None of that film needed to exist.
It was
It's
bizarre.
another Will. One day we're going to do an episode on Will Smith and his god awful choices in movies because Shark Tale is one of them. I was like, why did you choose to do Shark Tale?
Because Finding Nemo is coming out,
Yeah, I get it.
and DreamWorks went, "Wow, we can get on that action." What are you doing, Pixar? Oh, we're making a fish film. Yeah, but what kind? Oh, we're not telling you that. Oh, we've got it.
We've got fucking Will Smith and Missy Elliott. How can this
and
go
Angelina,
wrong?
And Angelina Jolie,
And-
and Robert De Niro, and Jack Black. So many people signed on for that.
Do you know?
turd.
Do you know what I've learned when it comes to animated movies is
No matter how good the voice cast.
because any animated movie, it can be like, it's got these people in it, and I'm like, cool. So you just gave them a bunch of money to stand in a studio for 4 days, and then you just drew shite.
4 days. a morning in most of them.
I mean, for a lot of them, yes. Like
A morning giving the most uninspired performance of their life. All right, Will Smith, do you want to read these lines? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is that good enough for you? Well, it's just Fresh Prince, isn't it? Look.
It's a Shark Tale movie.
That's what I'm doing. You're getting Fresh Prince. I don't care if you wanted it or not, but I'm not giving any more time to this.
Would you live in the Shark Tale universe? Would you be one of the fish that car washes whales?
All right.
Also, Will Smith is leading that movie. Why didn't he do the song Car Wash?
Because
It was Missy Elliott and Christina Aguilera.
and
Why didn't Will Smith do it?
Ziggy Marley, Bob Marley's son.
But
I
that
mean,
seems like the perfect
didn't
time
Will
to
Smith
get
have
him
like
to
a-
do the song.
Didn't Will Smith have a verse in it?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Would I live in the Shark Tale universe? Absolutely not.
Can we finish up Jaws? It's annoying me so
too-
much.
it's
What was
too
your
late.
point with
No, but
Jaws?
you-
Well, the
'cause
point with Jaws is it doesn't matter what you do.
Because here's where I'm going with this.
It doesn't matter what you do. In Jaws, you can do anything. They're hunting you down. You be sitting on the toilet one day, dropping a hot shit, feeling great about life, and then all of a
A
sudden,
hot beer job.
you've been swallowed by a shark. It's come up the
It's like
pipes.
Piranha as well. Same thing.
Yeah, there's that
Basically.
piranha movie where the piranha comes up and like bites the guy's dick, and he's like going around the kitchen trying to and I think he gets like a blowtorch or something. And he tries to blowtorch the piranha off his dick, or no, he tries to cut it off.
This sounds like toilet
But,
ghoul.
but then
toilet ghoul?
the piranha drops off just as he's about to swipe at it, and he cuts his dick off instead.
Did you ever see Toilet Ghoul?
Nope.
Toilet Ghoul was about a ghost that lives in the toilet, and he comes up and he bites your
Is
balls.
this part of the Ghost Shark series of films?
I mean,
It was back in the monster. You know when all those terrible monster films are coming out in the 90s and the 80s.
oh yeah.
It's in that era, and
I mean-
boy.
There was a trailer that just went up last week, in which a family is living in Florida. A tornado hits, or a tsunami hits. I can't remember. And like,
So different.
I know something happens where there's a
And
massive.
it's got sharks in it.
No, close.
It's a shark tornado.
Shark tornado.
A sharknado, if you will.
There's I have no idea what we're talking about. There's a big flood, and then a daughter runs back to her house to like save her dad, and the dad's like trapped in the basement, and it's flooded, and then she tries to get him out, and the entire movie is just set in this basement where they're terrorized by a big alligator, and that's the movie
Why don't they just get out of the basement?
because it's flooded and they can't because the
What?
because everything's flooded and the father's trapped
Yeah,
in
but
the
they're not
basement.
underwater.
Well, but the water's
The
rising.
basement's flooded. Right, so just get to the stairs and then.
But
just-
he's trapped and he can't get out.
Where is
The
he
thrilling
trapped?
sequel to the Jordan Peele classic, Get Out of the Basement.
Get out of the basement.
He's like-
because they're a big ass alligator here as well.
He's like trapped in a way that he can't get out, and so the daughter has to
Yeah,
like.
but if he's trapped, all right. If he's trapped in a way that he can't get out, I presume he's
I
trapped.
didn't
under
finish
something.
the trailer. I
Listen-
don't know.
Wait, presumably he's under something. Presumably he's so. If you're trapped, your legs under a thing that's fallen on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Presumably he's going to have to be low enough to the ground that he's trapped between the ground and the thing that's on him. Now it's flooding, so one, he's presumably holding his breath indefinitely.
I mean, his head's above the water in the trailer.
Okay, his head's above the water. That's fine. Two, he's still in the water, which means the alligator's going to kill. If I was that daughter, Dad, where are you, Dad? I'm in here. I'm in the basement, hon. Come down. Oh, God, you're trapped. The water's rising. There's a fucking gator in here. Why? Oh, I brought it in. I brought in the gator because I thought,
No, the
I don't know what I was thinking, but now I'm trapped. You got to get me out. Nah, fuck that, Dad. I'll tell Mum that you were dead when I got here. Sorry. I'm fucking out of
the
this.
alligator came when the water came.
So was he trapped before the water or after the water?
I think the tornado / tsunami damaged the house in the way that he got trapped. I didn't finish the trailer. It was real bad.
Why do people feel so... Mum, Dad, any family member of mine, if something this ridiculous happens, please just accept that I am not saving you. That's just too much hassle.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Gary, but I don't see you as the saving hero type in the movie. I see you as like the funny
Benny from The Mummy.
You're the funny
It's a movie
sidekick.
called Crawl, I believe.
Yes,
That's coming out this year.
yes.
Is it a big film or is it a...
It's Paramount.
It's... Not that says much.
Starring
do you know what-
Barry
do you-
Pepper from Saving Private Ryan. Barry Pepper.
Oh yeah, him.
No
The-
idea who that is.
the sniper dude.
Here we go. Here's the description. When a massive hurricane hits her Florida
Hurricane?
hometown,
There you go, Hurricane.
Haley, played by Kay Scodelario,
Who was in Skins.
Okay.
Oh, and
Ignores
also Pirates of the
evacuation.
Caribbean: Salazar's Revenge.
Okay. Okay.
ignores evacuation orders to search for her missing father, played by Barry
Who
Pepper.
also ignored evacuation orders. So
Did-
one reason why he should be dead
He's
already.
missing. Finding him
But just-
gravely
just
injured
as
in
we
the
do
crawl
this-
space of their family home.
One reason we should be dead. 2, he was in the crawl space. So I'm talking through.
The two
Why would
become
anyone
trapped
go in
by quickly encroaching floodwaters. As time runs out to escape the strengthening storm, Haley and her father discover that the rising water level is the least of their fears.
there? 3, they should drown, and then 4, they should get eaten by an alligator.
From the director of The Hills Have Eyes.
The remake.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, the remake.
Sounds terrible.
I know.
Wait, Shark Tale.
Sam Raimi produced this film.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
that's
That's why it's
surprising.
gotten some
some
attention.
clout.
Yeah, some attention.
So, would I live in Shark Tale? No, because living in the Shark Tale universe is fundamentally our universe, right? They've got their coral reef city with
Yeah.
electricity.
Yeah,
They've
they've got billboards.
car washes, and all kinds of shit. Now, in this universe, you get the usual kind of badness of a city. You get the street level crime. You get gang violence. Sharks running actual gangs. You've got
Gangs of sharks
You get gangs of sharks. You got the
hiding
mafia
out in pirate ships.
hanging out in pirate ships, playing poker, being old and being the mafia.
Yeah.
So not only do I have to live my life and get a 9-to-5 job and just do my own thing, I then have to swerve around all illegal and illicit activities in my city, which is not too bad, and it's pretty much just day-to-day life, except at any point, Gavin, imagine you went outside today and a shark just went hump.
I assume eating you.
Yeah.
Because of a hurricane that hit us, causing massive
No,
floodwaters.
because
and
you
us-
live in the fucking ocean and sharks just swim about.
Yeah, a lot of things swim about in the ocean. That's why we wall it off and we don't go back to it.
Shark Tale, terrible.
Here's what I've just realised is we created the Shark Tale universe because Jaws happens. We wall off the oceans because who fucking needs them? And then from that spawns an underwater utopia of fish that speak like Will Smith.
I always figured it was a devolution of the human race.
No, I think it's because we walled off the oceans.
But why are they all people?
Because they were like, hey, I miss people being in the ocean. They were kind of cool. Let's be like people. So then they become people.
I feel it's like if Aquaman gets a bit fed up with the Atlanteans and he goes, you know what I kind of fancy today? A little bit of actual fish tail.
Is this like him looking...
Swims on over.
Is this a sexual thing?
Yeah. Like tail. It's a pun.
I thought you were like going for like eating.
No, just wants to go and bang a fish. Does it. Pow. Will Smith fish. Pops out.
I mean, it would be very easy to fuck a fish. It's already got DSLs, so it's like...
Could you?
We both snorted at that. This is all staying in. This is gold.
So
So I've selected the Jaws universe to be the best to live in. Which universe do you think is the best to live in?
the George universe was a terrible universe to live
I've
in.
defended it greatly, I feel. Don't look at me like that, audio boy.
No, I'm just wondering what DSL is.
Dick sucking lips.
Oh, okay.
God, you're so pure.
So naivety. We were going to do Goonies next.
Yeah.
Right, so presumably in the Goonies universe, as we see it,
I just love, by the way, sorry to interrupt. Before we started this podcast, we had this idea. It's like, oh, what a great movie universe to live in. And we
There
were like,
was an idea.
and we, and we were both like, oh, we'll talk about the big ones. Your Harry Potters, your Lord of the Rings, your Marvel Cinematic Universe. And so far, we've talked about Jaws and the Goonies.
and
forget the Truman Show.
Shark
And the
Tale
Truman
and
Show.
the Truman Show.
And the
And
Matrix.
We've also talked about how
Deep Blue Sea.
I know all we've talked about is how we don't want to live in any of these universes.
I want to live in the Jaws universe because we're walling off the oceans.
we
Again,
ain't walling off the ocean.
we are in my universe.
That's mental.
How are they going to do that?
Well, Trump
They
seems
can't
to have
even-
an idea, so we'll chat to him, see what he
No one
thinks.
can
and then
afford to do it.
Because the beaches would they just suck into the ocean. The sands
Yeah.
would move.
You still got rivers. What happens
And
to
then
all
we've
the
got the
rivers?
Prince of Persia.
That's exactly. The shark's going to be in your lakes because of
Also,
rivers.
you remember you live on an island.
Yeah.
How are you going to fly it? You can't fly out. Big wall.
Yeah.
You said they were Pacific Rim style, like way up high.
Yeah.
Can't fly out.
We Brits are an industrious bunch. We've survived hundreds of thousands of years on this little island. I feel that we built a
The
tunnel.
greatest sailing empire of the world. It's just going to be done with oceans.
We don't need a
We don't
navy
need that anymore.
Also, wait,
planes.
are we building these walls just kind of as quick as we can? So say
No.
Say I'm like out on my fishing boat, having a little fish, and then you know what? It's a pretty good haul. Chug, 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 chug. Come back, and I get back, and there's just
A
this
300-foot wall.
hello.
I mean, we'll have manned guards. We'll have.
That's all I had in my head there. The Monty Python guards at the
Yeah.
top. Yes,
You can't come in.
you can't get away. You are smelly.
You are now ocean person. And do you know what that creates? All the people that are left outside the walls in the
You're
ocean.
leaving them out. You're just
Wait,
you're
yes.
building it as quick as you can
Yes.
and fuck you
Because
if you're outside.
they learn to befriend the animals,
No.
and then the animals learn to talk.
No.
And that's where you get Will Smith
No,
fish.
but
Or
maybe
Will Fish. Is what
let's
I
do
call him.
let's do two. Let's do the Shark Tale one of one Shark Tale people become a thing, and two, we create water world. The people outside the wall
They
live
would-
in water
Because
world.
you'd all come
Because
together.
we have no access to water, we become the Mad Max world.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
And
Look what
I have
you've
go.
created
just done.
the greatest movie universe connecting Jaws, Mad Max, Waterworld,
Shark
Shark Tale,
Tale.
and Deep Blue Sea. This is
I gotta say, in this universe, I would definitely want to be on land, not in the ocean,
yeah,
because
because then you get to drive cool cars.
well, yeah, but in the ocean, you get to drive your awesome like boats that have all been strapped together. You got your yacht, you got your speedboat, you got your cruise liner. Except you've got man-level intelligence sharks. So
But don't forget that.
Oh my god!
But don't
It's
forget,
coming!
on land we have man-level intelligence bears.
Oh,
so it's like,
fuck, I
do you want to
forgot.
run away from the man-level intelligence bears or the man-level intelligence sharks?
I'm also now adding canon that the man-level intelligence bears was the first pass at it, and all you've got is Winnie the Pooh-esque bears. So they're just these. Oh,
Continually getting stuck.
continuing stuck, only wearing shirts, kind of just dumb. Like, they don't
we
give a
send them
shit.
into battle and they all just like kind of wander off and get lost and befriend little horses in
You
the,
can have,
the
you
forest.
can. They're just pets. They're just really friendly, nice pets. Except they eat a lot
So,
of honey.
That means not only do we have the Jaws universe, the Shark Tale, Mad
Yep,
Max,
yep,
Waterworld,
yep.
And was there something else?
I don't know.
But we now
Probably.
also have the Christopher Robin universe as well as a part of this. So, I mean, I think I've created a
And
meg.
some mad genius decides he's going to take one of these little islands and build like a whole like fake TV show.
There you
on
go.
it. There
Truman
you
Show's
go.
in
Truman Show's in there.
I hate this. I hate this.
Do you know what's
universe.
amazing
This
about
film
this?
is
So
just
much.
Fuck,
awful.
fuck
Want
the
to burn it all
MCU.
down.
I have created the greatest movie universe.
The
We add Armageddon in here. and just
GCU.
blow
yes.
up the whole fucking thing.
Let's throw in Jodie Foster's Contact as well, because we make contact with the shark people.
Right. I'm
What's
putting a pin.
the actual best one then?
I'm putting a
Gary?
pin. No, wait, because we've got to do Goonies before we get into this. I'm cutting that off. We're letting it go out to sea. See you later, GCU.
How are you going to let it go out to sea if there's big walls?
It's never coming back. It's gone.
The GCU.
The Gavin cinematic universe can just go.
Audience, settle in, because for the next God knows how long this podcast lasts, I'm going to be bringing up the GCU a lot.
Right.
Because I've
The
created
Goonies. Why the Goonies
magical-
would be a shit one to live in? Because presumably in the Goonies universe and in now our universe, because we live in there, I would be Chunk, obviously.
I would be Josh Brolin because of the guns.
You would be Sean Astin, mate.
Fuck off! I'm not
What,
Sean
are
Astin.
you kidding? You Josh Brolin.
I am Josh
You're
Brolin.
Sean Astin.
I'm not Sean Astin.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
Audio
but then
boy.
he gets diddled by Michael Jackson. We don't
Yeah,
want
but
that.
not in the Goonies.
Oh,
This is real life.
Because oh wait, if I'm Sean Astin, that means I'm in Lord of the Rings.
No, you're in the Goonies. So you're just some little nerdy kid with asthma that kisses one 17-year-old girl when in your infancy, and that's the highlight of your life. I think Sean Astin.
I mean, both those events happened in my life.
I think Goonies.
I
Sean
used to
Astin.
have asthma, and I kissed a 17-year-old girl when I was younger. So,
I think Sean Astin Goonies is definitely Bob in Stranger Things season 2.
Bob, who's Bob.
He's Sean Astin.
Oh yeah, Sean Astin's Stranger Things season 2.
That's his
Oh,
natural progression. That's it. That's so you end up just being a
Yeah, but I die a hero, and I get to smooch with
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. So
Yeah, but not good Winona Ryder. Not like Beetlejuice Winona Ryder. Like, well, Stranger Things 2 Winona Ryder.
yeah, but when I'm bonking her, I just look at a picture of her and Beetlejuice, and that's all good.
It's just in there, in the old mental bank.
Because it'll all still feel the same, but it just looks different.
I don't know if Winona Ryder would feel the
That's
same.
no. If you take that out of context, that's the most horrifying thing you've ever said.
I've said some horrifying
You're
shit.
just imagining her when she's like 10 years older. That's
younger.
that's fucked up.
Right. Goonies. Presumably in the Goonies universe, there is pirate ships
Just everywhere.
hidden fucking everywhere. Because I know that in the film they make out that the Goonies are these entrepreneurial ragtag team that can figure out all the secrets of One-Eyed Willie's treasure. But really they just stumble about and then they accidentally find
They do accidentally fall into a lot of shit and by chance survive countless times.
countless times. So there's pirate ships all over, hidden in caves and shit. And there's also that family that's just trying to murder them.
Yeah,
The Fratellis?
yeah, the band, yes. I don't know. I don't know why the band, the Fratellis, was hunting down that gang
I mean,
of kids. But,
in Scotland, it probably would be you probably would be the band, the Fratellis, and not
I mean,
the...
when I walk home at night and it's dark, every so often I look over my shoulder just in case the Fratellis
Just
are
in case
coming
the
for
Fratellis
me.
are there.
Because you never know, the Fratellis could be coming.
I
for
was
you.
trying to make a joke there. I was going to say all you hear is but then I couldn't think of a single song from the Fratellis.
Not even the
Chelsea Dagger.
not even the Fratellis.
Was I
Yeah.
right?
See, I was gonna make a
And you'd
joke
be like,
about.
oh shit.
I was gonna make a joke about predicting a riot, but
And
then I
also,
realised that's
Anne
a
Ramsey
kaiju chief.
literally plays Mama No, it's Baby Fratelli. Never mind.
Audio boy, you're
You're saying
supposed.
Mama Fratelli, but that's not. Is that
Mama Fratelli's that woman. Owen. Ah.
Also, it's got the dude. In fact, there's
Lou Ferrigno. It's not Lou Ferrigno.
not Lou Ferrigno. No.
He looks a bit like Lou Ferrigno.
He does, yeah. Don't do the voice.
I've done a bunch of impressions this episode.
Who's the other guy though?
It's just a big. He also kind of looks like Ted Danson,
I love Ted Danson, or I used to.
which character is this?
one of the Fratellis. Are they the Fratellis? Have I made that up? It
Jason,
is the
It's
Fratellis.
Fratellis.
So there's the Mama Fratelli, there's the brother Fratelli, and then there's Sloth Fratelli.
Oh, I know it's the guy from the
it Robert
Ben
Davi?
Affleck Daredevil
Does
film.
he play Jake?
Maybe. I have no idea. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's the guy from the. I don't know why the only movie I remember him from is the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, but
Yeah, Robert Davi. That's the one.
uh,
So in that universe, you are
From
just
License
gonna
to Kill.
potentially die.
And Die Hard.
is he in License to Kill? Are we talking about the same? Who you talking about?
The one he's
Robert-
showing you.
Davi.
I can't see that. Oh no, not him. No,
Who are you talking about then?
I'm
Because
talking-
that's the brother Fratelli.
I'm talking about Joe Pant.
Oh, the other one.
Joe, yeah, that dude. Who just
oh yeah.
seemed like real.
He was in the Matrix.
He was in the Matrix. That's why did I remember him from the fucking Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, but not the Matrix.
Right. The Goonies.
He was also in Memento. What's happening in my brain that I'm not remembering him in the Memento or
You're
the Matrix?
hungover is what's happening.
I am real fucking hungover, but
Yeah. My
Anyway.
point was, in the Goonies, you are potentially just going to die from some inane trap that you've accidentally wandered into. Because, again, we don't have the luck of Hollywood superstars Corey Feldman, Sean Astin, or
Josh Brolin,
Josh
Whatever
Brolin,
Data was called initially.
and whoever Data was, and
short
whoever
round.
Jeff Cohen was
Yeah.
Chunk.
Yeah,
We haven't got we don't have the plot armor of them, so we would just find a cave. I'd walk in, and I'd probably just, if I'm a hiker, I'm just hiking about, and wind's coming in.
you're
rain,
not a hiker.
I
A
can hike.
spelunker.
Maybe a spelunker, and I go into a cave for a bit of shelter, and then pow, Indiana Jones trap, just neck, like spike through the neck. I'm dead.
Can we both agree that as the Goonies universe progresses and all the Goonies inevitably split apart because all friendship groups are fickle and will die, that what's his name? The Data definitely dies first in an accident created from one of his.
Own ridiculous contraptions. Yeah, 100%.
He's definitely the first to go.
He would have tried Tarzan swinging from a tree that he's plunged himself to with a belt made of dental floss and.
I was gonna say like he tried to make lasers from a microwave and it just blew up.
Well, no,
he
I feel
technically
like-
made an IED in his kitchen and just blew himself
I
up.
think in that one he's tried to make lasers out of his out of his microwave and then just slowly died from radiation poisoning
Just-
over the next 5 years.
It's a slow death, but it's the first. It's the first to
It's
kill.
still the first one to go. Then Chunk would die.
From diabetes.
Diabetes, obviously.
Oh, that's
Although saying that, Jeff Cohen, shout out to you, my man. He's buff now.
He is buff now, but what if Chunk becomes the character? Well, he's not really a character, but the victim in David Fincher's movie Seven, where he is made out to be greed and
Oh,
he
you
eats
think he's-
himself to death
Okay.
from eating too many like spaghetti hoops.
Why spaghetti hoops?
Is it not spaghetti hoops that he eats in Seven to die?
Is it? I haven't seen Seven in a while.
thought it was
Did you
spaghetti
see
hoops.
that? Did you see that brewery in America somewhere? They're like a little small town brewery, and Doug Pitt lives there, who's Brad Pitt's,
Oh yeah, and he did
brother.
that remake.
and he
of
did
the
a
final
remake
scene
of
from
Seven for the beer
and
company.
it's just
It's so good.
charming. It's lovely.
It's so good. Right, so Data's gone, died of radiation
He dies
poisoning.
first.
Chunk dies presumably
From-
when the killer from Seven
When Kevin Spacey kills him,
forces
in
him
Seven.
to eat himself to death. That leaves us with. I'm not going for the older ones. I feel like the older ones aren't part of the group, really.
Like Josh Brolin, like works in an office.
yeah, he has a pretty good.
No, he's a personal trainer.
I think you're right. Though.
He
I think
owns his
Josh
own
Brolin
gym.
has a pretty good, like teen years, and
But it's a
then
gym
young
that get-
adult proms. He's prom king.
Yeah.
He has a
He has
great
a good
one.
life.
Then
And
he gets
then-
his girlfriend pregnant.
Gets his
and, you
girlfriend
know,
pregnant, has to drop out, has to get a job, and then just ends up working middle management somewhere.
I want him to like, but he always has the dream of opening his own gym.
Yeah. I think the office is more likely than PT. I think he loses it once the kid's born.
Yeah,
You know,
like everything, kids destroy everything.
He peaked at 17.
so we're left with Sean Astin and Corey Feldman's characters.
Well, we all know what happens to Corey Feldman.
Stop bringing Michael Jackson into our pure innocent Goonies.
I'm sorry, Data died from radiation poisoning. What's pure about this universe?
I think so. Corey Feldman. I'm trying to think like what are Corey Feldman's and Sean Astin's defining characters in that film?
I think Corey.
Sean Astin learns to courage. Sean Astin is Bob in Stranger Things too. That's his character. I called it.
He just goes on to have a normal
Totally normal
life.
until he starts dating Winona Ryder in his like 50s,
And he
and then
Goes through a portal,
Winona Ryder's kid is opening fucking death portals left, right, and center, and he gets
mauled
mauled,
to death, but dies a hero.
but dies a hero. Which leaves us with Corey Feldman's character, who is the prankster of the group. He's mischievous.
I think he goes on to live that kind of life where he just like he somehow always has money, but you don't know where it comes from, and he goes to a lot of festivals,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit, and he's a Burning Man and all that type
He's
of
also
stuff.
the guy that you look at his Facebook and you're super jealous. You're
Yeah, he's
thinking,
got one
"Oh,
of those
man,
Instagram pages where he's just like on a beach.
Corey Feldman
a
from
model.
Goonies is always out at festivals, hiking in India. Wow, what's he doing? And then you meet him one day and you're like, oh, how you doing, Corey Feldman from the Goonies? You having a great one? He's like, yeah, let's have a drink. Like 2 drinks in, he's sobbing, he's crying.
I'm so
My life
alone.
is terrible. Everything is awful. I know I look great on social media, but please just kill me. He's bad. He's in a
like
bad way.
he's like when Little Bow Wow had to lie about having a private jet when he was actually just on a normal commercial plane.
People were taking photos
Yeah,
of him.
that's the
in
Corey
the row
Feldman-
in front.
That's the Corey Feldman life. He lives the Little Bow Wow life.
There you go. R.I.P. Goonies.
That's definitely much better than the GCU, I would say.
I think so. What happens to Sloth? Last one,
I went to
actually.
uni at GCU. I should know.
Wait.
What happens to Sloth? Last one. Sloth presumably just
He
gets the care
becomes
and the help he
the-
needs in an asylum somewhere.
He becomes Captain Jack Sparrow of the seas, and the Royal Navy hunts him till the end of the earth.
Is that what actually happens, or is that what he thinks is happening as
That's what he
they
thinks
as
is
they
happening.
as they lobotomize him because
As
he's
he's-
too much work?
I was just gonna say he's just sitting like in a padded room, just going, "I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow."
Baby, woof, woof, baby.
This universe is so much darker
Why
than
did
mine.
we ruin the Goonies, Gavin?
Wait, here's my question though.
why did we do it?
So we've broke down what happens to these people
Yep.
who all have clear breakdowns. But why
They all
is
have- other than Sean Astin, who dies a hero, they all have a shit one.
in fact, what about
I have a
what about the
fucking
two
bad time.
lasses? Do we even want to go down that route?
I can't even remember who the fuck. I know that Sean Astin kisses one of them. The other one, there's the nerdy one and there's the popular one.
Yeah.
One of them's meant to be dating Josh Brolin, but she kisses Sean Astin. Aren't Josh Brolin and Sean Astin brothers in that?
They
film
are
as
brothers,
well?
but I think Josh Brolin's like, "Good on you, son," and gives
Good
him,
on you, son,
and he goes
for
a wee fist
kissing
bump.
my missus.
I mean, with how dark this universe has already got, let's maybe just not go down the route of what happens to them.
You know what? I think they probably have an okay life. One of
One's
them,
going to be a stripper.
one of them probably has a worse one than the other. The one that's kissing brothers left, right, and
Yeah,
center. She gets into a bad.
She's
place.
real dodgy.
She's not in a good.
She's going to
way.
end up in like
The smart one
a
probably
rap
has a good
star's
one.
music video, but not a good rap star. Like
Yeah.
one where they use like a Pontiac.
Well, the one that's basically
as their
softcore porn.
cool. Yeah.
You know, and then the other one's smart. Maybe gets like a low level job in NASA.
Well, you went straight to NASA.
Well, I bet not like the woman that took the photo with the black hole.
Yeah, she's working in the mail department.
Yeah, like she's in NASA. She
I was
tells
gonna- I was
she
gonna
tells
say,
people she
like-
works for NASA, but it's one of those.
I was going to say she got like a good assistant manager job at like a nice hotel or something like that.
I would. I think I'd rather have a shitty job in NASA than a good job in a hotel because you can at least tell people.
But
"Oh,
what
I
if the
work for NASA."
hotel's like in Bermuda?
What if the hotel's the the near and sandy, like I don't know, arcade hotel, and you can just tell people, "Oh, I work for NASA."
Oh, I
Please,
see what
please
you
don't
did.
ask. Please don't ask what NASA stands for because I can't lie. I'll have to tell you the truth, but
I made an oath
It's
to
the
my father.
hotelier's code.
So we broke down what
There you
happens
go.
to all these people, but there's
Four
there's a
Goonies.
very important question here, Gary. Why is this a good universe to live in?
No, it wasn't. It was a terrible universe to live in.
Oh, okay. I guess
That's what I said. I said it was awful.
I think we're learning that there's no movie universe.
The
that's good to live
trauma
in.
there is
of being
It's
hunted
called the
down by a
GCU.
mafia family would ruin your life, fundamentally, because they don't even get the money for the
No,
pirate
they don't.
ship, do they?
No,
No, they lose it all.
because like either they get the money but they'll die, or they don't get the money and then they can live.
But in the film, they don't. In the film, they don't actually get the money. They find the ship, and I'm sure the
Yeah.
dad goes, "Oh yeah, well done for finding that, guys. The government are coming in though,
Yeah,
so you're all still getting split apart."
that's reality. That's life.
Shit one. The best universe to live in
Here we go.
came to me just before this.
I can't wait. To see
What
you're
this
gonna
what
say.
this podcast was meant to be about.
You're gonna say like the '90s. What do you call it? Movie.
It's 90s. Yeah, it's definitely 90s.
I can't remember the '90s Pinocchio movie. That was what.
Oh no, much better than that.
What, Pinocchio 2000.
The
Yeah.
best universe to live in would be Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yes.
Right? Hear me out. Now, one,
You're not friends with Bill and Ted. I want you to know that.
that's honestly still fine.
Okay.
So one, if by some miracle Rufus does bestow you a time machine,
Yeah.
you live in a closed
By George Carlin, respect.
you live in a closed loop universe, as we've mentioned before, so you can at any point, anytime you are stuck in any situation, you can go, "Oh man, this date is really not working out. This girl is not my cup of tea. I wish I could text myself of an emergency so I could leave and I have a reason. Oh, I'm really sorry. It's an emergency. I have to leave right now." And then all you gotta do is remember to text yourself that
Or
in the past.
Or
Right, you can
could
abuse that.
You could be more devious and make a bin fall on our head.
Yeah, you can do as they do. Yeah,
As they do in
you
the
can
movie.
you can go hard with it. So that's one
That's a
reason
scene
why
from
it's
the
great.
movie, by the way. I'm not just saying drop bins and
He's
people.
not. That isn't a Gavin trademark. I hate women moment.
No, that's just in the movie they drop bins on people.
So yeah, I'm with you. So
I don't
that's,
like
and
this
that's if you get a
narrative
time
used to
machine.
have created.
Now, if you don't have the time
I
machine,
love and respect women.
if you don't have the time machine, you might be thinking, why would you want to live in the Bill and Ted universe? Because it's still
Because you can
Shit.
drop bins on people.
no, it's not. Because in the Bill and Ted universe, death is not the end by a long shot.
Yeah.
There's heaven and
There's-
trolls.
Here you go. Think about it. What you've got in the afterlife of Bill and Ted, you can. So say all three of us, we die. Say I go through to your kitchen and start playing about the microwave, decide to try and make a laser, and I irradiate all three of us, and we all die.
I
Okay.
can fully see that happening.
So we're dead. We all die. Now, the first thing that Bill and Ted shows us is, if I remember this correctly, you become a ghost, and seances work, and you can possess people because they possess. Remember? Because they die, and then the
Yeah.
mum's doing a seance, and they actually turn up, and they go, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah.
And then they possess. I think he possesses his dad.
Yes.
So that's fucking awesome. You can just live as a ghost.
Who
for a
would be the
while.
first person you possess?
Probably my little brother, and I'd make him do something terrible.
Like pee in his mouth.
Yeah, something, or just crap himself, just wherever he is, and then I'd zip out of there.
That's the way. Like he's at like a what age is it? Like is he high school, college?
No, he's at uni now.
So he's at his uni graduation, and he's just about to walk up on stage to get his certificate or whatever to do. I don't know. I never graduated, and he just shits himself as he's shaking.
Himself. I like if you paint that picture, he's walked up there for a split second. He just goes bing and like blank faced. Then this wild grin of a maniac, this long fart noise, and then he goes, "Who pooed my pants?" Because he wouldn't know.
It's like that scene in. Oh, would that be a spoiler to say that scene from Endgame when he like?
Well, if it is,
Well, you said it now, so yeah.
it's a spoiler warning.
When Ant-Man's like they're testing the time travel thing,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't know if old me peed myself or young me peed myself or if I peed myself.
Exactly. So, Bill and Ted, you got that. That's your first step. Then people can actually summon you. Seances work. That's pretty fucking cool. Then, if you get exorcised, which is how they get kicked out of the... Remember? The mum exercises them and sends them to hell. Except hell is just like a bunch of rocks smashing.
Remember?
They're like falling, and then there's just rocks exploding.
Remember in last week's episode, you were like, would you rather go to heaven or hell? And I said hell. I would, and that's because of Bill and Ted.
So
Because you just hang
it's
out
not
with
a bad
death,
hell.
and you just like you play like Twister
wait,
and stuff.
I'm getting to that.
Oh,
I'm getting it. Because then you're in hell and it's just rocks breaking. And then you think, oh, you know what? This is a bit shit. Should we get to heaven? And I can't remember exactly how they get to heaven.
They played death at a bunch of board
Is
games.
that...
and
No,
beat
but I
him.
thought that takes them back to life.
Oh, maybe that's
Because they go to heaven at one point. But whatever. They get to heaven somehow. And in heaven, they're like, how do we speak to God? How do we get there? And then they just beat up a couple of angels, don't they? And they just they just rob a couple of just regular angels. They don't. There's no trickery. They just, hey, you guys, come over here. What?
Hey, you guys.
I think that's probably why they get sent to hell.
So then you beat up angels. You talk to the actual God. Then you go to Death himself. And you go, right, we need to get back to the real world, Death. And he goes, right, you got to play me in a game of your choosing. Not my choosing. Not I'm Death. You're playing fucking backgammon with me. Some shit like that. A game that you get to pick, Gavin. And then if you beat him, you're back to fucking normal life.
I know exactly what I would choose.
What would you pick?
I would choose Halo 3 1v1 deathmatch. And I would fucking... First 25, obviously.
Yeah.
I would decimate him
Get the
25-0.
Get the sword, get the invisibility power-ups, and just not relent.
No, I don't need any bitch tactics. I just need a BR, an assault rifle, and that's it. I'm done.
You're good. But hey, that's my point. Audio boy, if you had to beat Death in a game of your choosing, what are you going to pick?
Who can be more fun to spend time with?
What is
Philip, Audio Boy always wins that. He's always the most fun to spend
Yeah,
time
just
with.
being charming.
Here's,
and
'cause
lovable
that's
and
the other
innocent.
part of this. You're exactly right. You pick Halo 3. I seriously doubt Death has got an Xbox back there.
He ain't got the time.
He ain't got the time. He's busy killing for it. Or taking their
He
souls.
probably still had on PS2.
So he's not going to have that. Pokemon, he's not going to have those things. Or if you're feeling really sneaky, which you could be because we were just beating up
I
angels,
mean, there's no one more sneaky than Audio Boy.
you can just go, yeah, Death, it's a game called Audio Ball. And Death goes, what the hell's Audio Ball?
It's like from Friends, where he makes up the game so he can give Joey all his money.
He just fucking makes shit up. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly like that. And then Death's going, I don't know how to play Audio Ball. How do we play it? And you go, all we got to do is take one of these cards off the deck, and if it's red, I lose. It's red. And then you go, oh no, wait, if it's red but it's an odd number, I win. Ah, shit, you got me, Audio Boy, with Audio Ball.
But wait, so
Death doesn't know.
in Audio Boy Ball Boy, or no, Audio Boy Ball.
It's a card game, but there's no ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, where's the ball in it? There's
Well,
no
you just
ball
fucking
in this.
make up the rules as you go. It doesn't matter. You just fucking who cares?
How
Death
about
doesn't know.
instead of shuffling the cards, you just bounce a ball on it, and then
Maybe.
that's it, quote unquote, shuffled.
And then you win. And then after you beat Death, head back to the real world. Death comes with you. You just got a fucking rad friend for the rest of your life.
I mean, Death is.
Yeah.
I mean, Death follows me wherever I go. Not gonna
I
lie.
mean, he follows us all. But you also get to be friends with George Carlin.
You get to be friends
I want to be
with George
friends with George Carlin.
Carlin. And also, I'm pretty sure.
And you being a sick band.
You get
called
a really
Wild
sick band,
Stallion.
And you get-
which
and you
fixes
love-
the future.
Rock
Forget
and
that
roll.
This is a whole universe, so it includes the first film as well.
Yeah.
So they basically create this utopia.
Yeah, no,
Which is
and,
the start of
and
the film as
in
well.
the second film, you
Yeah.
get those newspaper clippings, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure one of them is they set up the Grand Canyon twice.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Death wins the roller derby.
So good.
Like, and if Death's busy fucking in our band, me, you, and Audio Boy's band on drums, and then he's not killing people, so you've just cured Death. You've just stopped.
It's a Neil Blomkamp film where at the end of it, death always seems to be cured.
It's done. There you go. So that's the best universe to live in would be
Yep.
Bill and Ted.
I'm sold.
And you got Station Aliens. Station.
I mean,
What the fuck with that? That's the one bit of the Bill and Ted's
Yeah.
film that I've never quite understood.
see with the first Bill and Ted, it's like they had an idea and it fucking worked and they went with it and it's so much fun. But clearly when it came to making a second one, they were like, what the fuck do we do now? And like, let's just go to the afterlife and make some weird troll people as well. Why not?
Station.
Also, in Bill and Ted 2, because I have to do this, one of the locations they go to is this location in Los Angeles where in the original Star Trek series is where Kirk fights the Gorn and it throws the rocks at him. So there,
Well
you go.
done. There you go.
Everything comes back to Star Trek.
I think after I win that,
I mean, no, because I've got the winning universe.
have we got time?
Sure.
How long have we been going?
66 minutes.
Oh, I mean, this was meant to be a short episode.
I mean, this isn't.
It's only an hour.
Yeah, usually we're around the hour mark.
Right.
I mean,
Your
real
universe. Real
oh, this ain't
quick.
gonna be quick. The perfect universe to live in is. Are you ready for it?
Uh-huh.
The Star Trek universe.
Oh, fuck
No.
off. Nah.
No. Thank you very
Right.
much for listening, guys.
Let's wrap up. No, we're wrapping up. I ain't letting you talk about Star Trek for another 40
But it's
minutes.
the perfect universe. It's a utopia.
Nah, it's not doing it.
It's a
Ladies and gentlemen,
utopia.
thank you so much for listening.
Minus the Klingons and the Borgs and the Romulans and the
But this already doesn't sound like a
It
utopia.
is a utopia.
Yeah, you know what? It's a utopia, so you take all the shit stuff out.
I mean, but we could fix that with the Federation. That's what the Federation's there for.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode this week. As always, you can get in touch with us on Facebook by searching for the Meandering Movie Podcast. You can email us at,
It's meanderingmoviepodcast@gmail.com.
and you can get us on
One day I'll look at that email.
And you can also get us on Twitter at Meandering Pod, Instagram by searching for the Meandering Movie Podcast. Any ideas you want us to talk about? Do send us an email. I'll make sure Gavin responds to you. Or one of us will. We'll get back to
or
you.
tweet us or leave a comment on one of the Instagram or Facebooks. And because I do have one suggestion I got from someone that we're going to use at some point, and I'll shout that person out when we do that topic.
Special thank you to Chuggy1 for your phenomenal review. We really appreciate this.
I love this review. It made me very happy.
Wow. I love these guys. I travel a lot in my car, and listening to them keeps a smile on my face while listening to one of my favorite subjects, movies. I'm a 50-year-old guy who has seen so many movies it's unreal, and my views are just about 100% the same as these guys, so we are on the same wavelength. Apart from Star Trek Discovery, which I'm now enjoying as Season 2 comes to a close.
Star Trek Discovery is a pile of shite.
Their reviews are spot on, and I love the way they digress and then come back while being funny, along with doing a great job of reviewing good films. I only wish I'd heard their review on Pet Sematary first, as I could have saved some money, and 2 hours of my time, which I'll never get back. Lol. Keep up the great work, and a 2-week would suit me fine. Again, Chuggy1, thank you so much. It is massively appreciated.
That review brightened my day when I read it, so thank you.
Which is hard to do because you're a miserable shit. Cool. But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with another meandering nonsense chat.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you lend an ear?